Hey everybody, this is Al with El Rey Collection, and I'm here today to talk to you about some super epic cardboard. And this is one I've been wanting to do for a long time. It's the great player Eusebio from Portugal. He is, just the man. Scored what, 730 plus goals in 740 games or something like that, including more than 40 for Portugal. In 1966, he was a leading scorer of the World Cup and led Portugal to their best ever performance in the World Cup, which was third place. They lost against the ultimate winners, England, 2-1, where Eusebio scored a goal in what is famously known as the Game of Tears, El Jogo Dos Lágrimas or something. Terrible pronunciation in Portuguese, and my Spanish kind of overtakes there. But he was just an epic icon. Di Stefano called him the best player he has ever seen, and Di Stefano, being one of the best players, saw a lot. Now, of course, he was in Europe, and so saw him, more than Pele. But he's just up there. I mean, literally every list that shows the best players of all time, have him. Any legitimate list has him in the top 10 players of all time. So he's amazing. He is super important, and I love collecting him. Probably the best African-born player. He grew up in Mozambique and made the transition, which was a former Portuguese colony, to Portugal, where he dominated the domestic league for 14, 15 years really, and then he came over to the U.S. At the end of his career. So I love Eusebio. I love collecting his stickers. There's so many amazing stickers to collect of him, and I'll try to show you some of these. Now, I don't have them all graded, and I'll try to show you some of the ungraded ones, but the colors on these stickers, the material leaves them to be, mostly low grade. So if you're a high grade collector, the Portuguese stickers are not gonna really coincide with you. You need to have some flexibility on condition, and you'll be, really rewarded. They're super thin. They look great in these albums. Like if you have complete albums, these things are just amazing. If you decide to get into Portuguese stickers, the best by far thing you can do is invest in this book by Hugo Silva. Amazing book. It documents all of the sets. So if you get a card, you can kind of track it down. It's very similar to the book from Argentina, Difíciles eran las de antes. So you can track down your sticker and find out which one it is. And of course, I've got a bajillion Post-it notes here as I try to always track down stickers. But again, cannot free plug. I'm not getting paid. It's not a paid advertisement, but this can really help you as a reference book. So without further ado, let's talk about some of the big time fun stickers that Eusebio has. He had a lot of great nicknames. The Black Pearl, the Black Panther. Oh, I love that one because he was really fast. He could run the 100 in less than 11 seconds, which is basically world class in the 1960s. And he was also called El Rey, which later Pele is better known for that one. And I find to have El Rey in the El Rey collection is just a great parallel. So first, one of the things that you will notice right away as soon as you get away from the traditional collecting world, which is Panini type albums in broader Western Europe, is that when you start to focus on the Portuguese stickers, you'll notice that he has ones that predate what a lot of people consider is his rookie, which is the '63 Panini. So here's one of them, and it's called Estrellas dos Estadios. The reality is the manufacturer of many of these early albums is a company called A. Francesa. That's Francesa. So, you'll see a lot of those. Later, as you get into the 70s, you'll see Universal, which is spelled like universal. And so a lot of slabs that include these cards are just going to be wrong, whether they're SGC or PSA. The actual, editor is Francesa, and then the actual album name, which is very well shown in Hugo's book, is Estrellas dos Estadios. So these slabs are going to be kind of a little bit all over the place. This is clearly his rookie sticker, and you're going to see that these are almost all of these stickers are going to be blank backs, and many of them will be X albums, so they'll have some paper loss or things, but they're blank backs. So I'm not going to, as a matter of routine, show you any backs unless they happen to have something interesting on them, because most of them aren't interesting unless you find that interesting. So I'm going to trust that most of you don't find that interesting, and I'm just going to show you the fronts, right? So this is his rookie sticker, and this is one of a couple different rookie stickers that exist. Here's another one from a different album. Then again, this is I'm going to show you some non-graded ones, right? And this is Campeones de Bala, again by the same editor, Francesca, and again blank, so I don't even need to show you this. Okay, so you're gonna, as we kind of walk through this, you'll get a sense for all the breadth of some of these stickers that are out there. So look at this beautiful blue background. This is where SGC actually has this right. This is A Francesa, and this is Reyes de Bola. Beautiful, beautiful stickers. I mean, you can't. This one here is 63, 64. Vendas dos Estadios. See right here on the title. Again, this is A Francesca, I believe. This one's super rare to see. This one. This is just amazing. So different from the other stickers that you'll find in different parts of the world of this all-time, great. Here, this is actually a 62, 63, so it predates the Panini stickers, but it's not 61, 62. So this is actually, they get these confused because the names are so similar. And, somebody, regardless of what you say on a slab, they kind of put it into their thing. So this is 60, 62, 63, so don't confuse that with a rookie. It's not a rookie, but it's an amazing early, card. Here's the one from our football heroes. I mean, look at these names. Look at these. Here's the championship. I mean, the shields. Just love these. Again, all blank backs. Now, the ones that you will traditionally see is things like this, which is the Panini, right? And so this one is as you guys probably know, it's the rarer back, the Valida back. So this is the one that a lot of people think is his rookie. It actually comes in a yellow nameplate as well. I don't have that one. But this, this one is pretty cool. Just so you can see the difference on this one. This is same, looks the same on the front, but has a blank back. This is the more common version, so you'll see that one out there. This one you will see occasionally. I love this. Is a UK one. It's actually cut out, has some uniforms on the back. Got that one at PWCC. Ruiz Romero, which they also have an Anglo Confectionery one, very similar. This tiny little. You can notice these usually come out of Spain, so that's early 60s. Again, these are all predating or coinciding dating with the Panini. Here's this Victoria, very thin onion paper type sticker card. That comes out of Portugal. There's a number of German and foreign issues. There's a 63, 64, and a 64, 65 of this great German card. Sticker Verlag, Fußball album. These caricatures for all of the athletes from Monty Gum are just amazing. Look at he's sweating, running there. Eusebio, Portugal, 65. Really nice back on this. It's the Portuguese ones that don't traditionally have the good backs. And then here's the TTT. Love the colors on that. Out of Germany in 65. And then, this Euro Regalo, this is really tough. You just don't see this one around. And I think this is 66. See the back there, Euro Regalo. So that's good. Another one of my, absolute favorites is the 64, 65 Gigantes de Futebol Portuguesa, again by A. Francesca. Just super hard sticker to find and track down. Blank back, but look at that smile, the back. A lot of these shots are full body shots, so this is just his shoulders up. Epic card in my opinion. So that's definitely on my must-have list. Again, back to some of these beautiful. I forget who the editor is on this one, Grandes Campeones, but these are. Again, just really cool colors, these full body things. Here's a Monty Gum from 65, which some people think is 67. I think Alan Jenkins' site has had it as both names, so I'm unsure. Haven't seen a wrapper, haven't seen the full album, but certainly 65 or 67 seem to be the prevailing thoughts here. Here's the more standard Panini. I wouldn't really reach for these. These are relatively common. Obviously the normal back. I would, on the other hand, tend to reach for some of these earlier Portuguese stickers because they're just rare. And speaking of another kind of rare, fun one, this is his Crack Campeones out of Argentina. These do have really nice backs. So those are, that's a really nice one. Here's one. Right now I'm just losing it, but I think it's 1965. It's pretty much similar to the Crack Campeones from Argentina, but this one's actually issued in Portugal. It's even taller than a Card Saver 4, so certainly oversized, but lovely card. In 66, after Portugal came in third place in the World Cup, they played against Russia, and actually he scored a penalty against Lev Yashin, from what I recall. So here's a card of that from the German issuer with his Soviet friends. Another very rare German issue is this Grau Gold, which is really cool. There's a Beckenbauer from this. There's issues in 65 and 66, and there's tall and small ones. So one of his main hobbies was photography. So you can see him in a number of his cards with cameras. So that's fun. This early day, shiny prism parallel type thing that you can see. This just beautiful sticker. It's shiny. So this is the type of shiny I like. With this, an Italian version, Mira, Tutti, Calciatori. So just amazing, options here. Here's another one with a camera that a German, Kunold. Look at how he's got that big lens, right? Yeah, he loved it, and that's awesome. Love to see that he loved it. Sticking with some of the Germans, you'll see that here's the, Cruyff has a great one of this, the 68, sticker, where he's on with a teammate. And then just like, Cruyff, he has the Polarex, which is more like a 68. 69 issue, but here you go with the Polarex. Should seem familiar to a lot of you that track down the Cruyff. The Paninis, these guys are available, but you So again, I'm not super stretching for these late 60s Paninis. They're nice though, certainly really nice. 66, 67 on those. And then you got this Mira as well, which is great. And I'm not sure why this one rated an A, but you can see the back. 68, 69. Non-shiny version, but awesome. Love it. Love those. Then you kind of hit the N60s. Here, I don't know why I had this one in here, but this is Agencia Portuguesa, known as APR, Agencia Portuguesa de Revistas. This one actually has a nice back. Talks about all his goals that he scored. He scored at this point. He had played 43 games, international games for the country, and I think he ended up, if I'm not wrong, playing like 64 or something. So at that point, most of his things are generally done. So this I'm gonna just show some that I don't have slab. That's a 66 Ficheros de Football from Efren Chesa. Again, these are blank backs, so I'm not going to bother going into a ton of detail. I'm showing you, the backs of all of these. This other one's a 66 Os Grandes de Football, again, from Francesa. So hard to remember all of these, so I have to put my little notes on it. This is one from a different manufacturer called Alex. It's a confectionery company, and this is from 66, 67, and the album's Os Grandes da Bola. Again, these are super hard to get graded because they haven't been graded, and you have to send in the whole album PDF scan, and they're so busy, they don't want to take the time to do that right now, which I understand, but it is a little frustrating. This is another one from Alex from 67, 68, Artistas de Bola. It's a confectionery, company. This one is from 67, 68. It's called Embajadores, like Ambassadors de Football, and that's an A Francesa issue. This one I really like. Haven't seen many copies. Actually, I haven't seen many copies of most of these. This is a 68, 69 Deportistas de Portugal, also by Francesa. So just running through this, and this is a little bit different pose. We're just kind of in action. It's a little startled, actually. And this is from Fases de Futebol from Francesa. So again, these are just great. Love them. Then you kind of transition from those like where there's a lot of Francesas, some Alexes. You start to transition into the Universals of the early 70s. I forget the name on this one, but they put Universal, but they didn't put the set name. It happens. And here's another APR, which is Agencia Portuguesa. See, this is actually, I thought that had something on the back, but it must be this one. The 1970, 71 APR. Nice. See the stadium, the grass. And there's a decent write-up on the back. I always I've probably said this in a lot of my videos, I like things that have backs. Few are better than this one. I love this. I love the old soccer ball, but the concentration, dominance, but check out this back. It's a Pyrex and Texas Jack. Love it. Asas de Football. I mean, how can you not like that? The colors on this one are just amazing. This is an Universal Mayores de Football. Just nice colors. I mean, so unique, these Portuguese stickers. Well, if you're like me, you have to fall in love with it. Here's Embajadores de Football. Maybe we actually had that one before. I don't know, 71, 72. And the best way I'd recommend if you pick these up, get Hugo's book, flip through it, and identify it. There's a lot that looks similar, so you have to be very careful. Always check out the numbers, the colors of the numbers, the placements, the names, and then you'll get it right. And if you have any questions, hit me up. Here is just another beautiful one from Eleanor Rosal. And then here's a Pyrex, which is this incredible blue in the background. Just insane, right? And look at that. Look at that back. Oops, sorry. Yes. Love it. Look at this. And I love that every year they would change like a border. Maybe the picture looks somewhat similar. You're standing straight up, but the placement of the player and the crest and the outline of the cards just make them so cool. At least to me. And if you don't like them, that's okay. Collect what you like. I just fell in love with these Portuguese stickers. So here's another one, and this is Futbolistas de Portugal. And if you notice, I haven't even been talking about the grades. Almost all of them are like 1s, 2s, whatever, because these are just magical. You can see on the back that you got a little bit of glue stains and some potential paper loss, but you can certainly appreciate these for the amazing artifacts they are. This is a different editor called Calambrec. They have a few different cards out there. Here's a 73 Panini, just kind of thrown in for those of you who stay the course of the big brands. Here's another Universal, right? And this is Elite Football. And then I love these big ones when he puts on the big beard in the kind of the end of his time in Portugal. Yes, big thick beard. If you didn't see it on that one that well, check this one out. Yeah, see, I'm a beard guy, so I can relate to Eusebio. Well, so that one's good. And then kind of as he's finishing off here in Portugal, here's one. It's called Clube de Cormo. And then there's I still have a number of other ones that from the 70s that I don't have graded. This one's another Palarex one from 1970. So that's good. And then we've got a 70-71. This is Alex. Remember we talked about that one. This one doesn't have a border, and this is how it's issued. So it's nice to see that. It's different in the fact that it doesn't have a border. It's tighter. It's thinner. It would look great in an SGC custom cut holder. I think we talked a little bit about this. Os maiores, los mejores de fútbol portugués, but it's not said los mejores. That's Os maiores, like the best. So, and you can notice here I have a couple different versions. So you can, the color on this one's a little browner. This one's a little more orange. Just super cool though. I mean, coolness factor is really high on those. I think I showed this one. Yeah. Okay, so a lot of these cartoons are a little different, and I think I showed Universal, but this is El Calharambek Brindis, and this is Mejores Jugadores de Fútbol Portugués. So again, it's with his head on his face on a cartoon head. This one's from 71, 72. This is another nice one. This is the ambassadors of Portuguese football. So this one's a little. So there's a ton, and there's many more that I don't have. So I mean, literally, you can make a career of collecting Eusebio cards out of Portugal for the 60s. A lot of these guys had multiple albums, like Panini does today, in a given year. This one where he's called Panther Negra, the Black Panther. Oh, just love it. And this is a deep pull Palarex from 1971, 72. Here's an Universal. Can't be sure if I showed this one, so I'll show it again. If it's a duplicate, erase it from your mind. There's a duplicate. This particular one with the pink border I love, which is this is an Alex card. The confectionery is called Os Famosos de Futebol Português, the famous Portuguese footballers. And I don't think there's anyone more famous than him until you get to Ronaldo. And then here you've got the 72, 73 Futbolistas de Portugal, and this is another Universal issue. So, I think that, that gives you a flavor for some of the amazing diversity of Eusebio cards out there. They're just off the charts for me. I mean, of course, we don't want to forget kind of the World Cup sticker of 74. Panini started in the 70s, so unfortunately we don't have them for 66, which would have been epic. But we do have the 74, and, this is really a great sticker. Very underrated, and not a lot of people talk about it because it's the end of his career, but it's a Panini World Cup sticker. He did make a name for himself in the World Cup. He made a name for himself just with his greatness. Whether that was winning the Ballon d'Or or if it was, bringing Portugal to its highest finish in a World Cup, third place, whether it was scoring nearly a goal a game, whether it's being the best African-born player in the history of the game, whether it's being top soccer, IFFHS, Pele top 100. He's literally top 10, everything, and he should be here. And if you're a soccer collector, a football collector, I especially if you're going after top players of all time, you cannot put together a collection without having an Eusebio. A couple big takeaways. If you are into the Portuguese stickers, don't expect high grade. There are many stickers prior to the accepted rookie of 2000 or 1963. There's actually something else that I wanted to show that I completely forgot to get out, so sorry for walking around. This is another one that is from basically his rookie sticker, if you want to call it that, because it's really a piece of a matchbook. And so you may see this out there. It can be cut here, but in general, this was like a folded matchbook. So here's a couple different ways. So and I can understand why some people may like this and other people may not like this. But it's certainly out there, and it's certainly of the period. It's kind of like the Cruyff postcard. It's a certainly a rookie item. So if you aren't into just straight cards, you can also look at those. Incredible diversity because of the stature of the player. You've got German cards, British cards, Italian cards, Argentine cards. My favorites for him are the Portuguese cards. You decide what your favorites are, but make sure you add Eusebio to your collection, one of the best players of all time. And hopefully you like this video and you saw some stuff you don't see every day. And if you can smash that like button down there, if you can subscribe so you know when I upload additional content, and please leave your comments. Is there one of these Eusebio cards that you'd love to have? Let me know. And thanks for joining me with the Epic Cardboard and El Rey collection. Thanks, guys. Take care.